You should get up here. Get up. Not bad, eh? Alright. Let's get up.
And we're back in the game. She's a rainy one, people. It's raining good. It's raining good. And I don't have my shell. It's okay. So it is right now 10:32. So I believe we will be at camp at around 3. About 3. So we got about 8 clicks to do, which we can do pretty fast. Maybe we're gonna get there faster. So we got 8 clicks to do, and then 2 portages, one that's about 300 meter and the other one that's about 180. So let's get going, people. All right, first portage done. And we're back on the water. The rain hasn't stopped, people. She's a rainy one. Rain hasn't stopped. I'm getting pretty soaked right now. Wearing the toque to stay warm. I got waterproof pants and boots, so my feet are gonna stay dry, which matters, and my head's gonna stay dry and warm. Well, maybe not dry, but warm for sure. So extensions are be good. My hands aren't cold right now, so that's good. Once I get to camp, I'll be able to change, and I'll be fine. You can't always have sun, yeah. If you don't go camping when it's raining, you're missing out the fun, or you won't go at all. So gotta enjoy it. Julian had a great idea and a great topic to discuss. He says, you guys, we should remember 3 things we really enjoyed yesterday, and I think we should do that more often. Remember the good. Remember the good. And the 3 things I really appreciate yesterday is the fact that I got to Tarp camp. It's my first time this year, and I really enjoyed doing that. So I was really glad, and I slept like a baby. Second thing is no bug at all. So that was good. That's a plus. I don't know a lot of people who enjoy like clouds of mosquitoes and black fly and horse flies. I'm not one of them, so I'm pretty glad we got that done. There was none. And the third thing is the kids. They really seem to enjoy themselves, and that's really important. That really matters. I mean, it's tough for a kid to be in a boat for 3 hours without moving, really, especially at that age. And they're behaving perfectly. They don't know how to read a map. I think I should be the one with the map. I'm just saying it's raining. Yeah, we're gonna turn around. All right. What are we talking about?
Jack pine, red pine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Botany 101. Here in the far left here, we've got some trees with, we've got some pine trees with some, if you look at the silhouette, looks like little dots. And these, my friend, are called red pine. Now here's the thing, jack pine can look very similar because they're done the same way. 2 needles per little bunch. Same thing with a red pine, but the jack pine the needles are much smaller, so you got to keep an eye on that. And the bark here on a red pine will be much more red. In French, the jack pine is called pin gris, so it's like gray pine if you were to translate it, and the bark is a little grayer than the red pine as well. Fun fact. Here's to your right, larch tree.
Now, can you really believe the word of a duck in a boat? Maybe you should listen a little bit more to Poo Poo Face. All right, so now that we had our botany lesson from the great Martin Morissette, now we're approaching the second portage. Everyone loves portaging, but they're short ones, so really it's not that bad. But I think it's we only had two today, right? Last portage of the day. And the refreshing weather that Mother Nature gave us, so we're not too warm doing it. She's on our side, guys. She's definitely on our side. It looks really gorgeous though. Look at that little creek.
I'm pretty sure that's the jack pine. I think that's the jack pine. Okay.
Oh la la. This is a muddy one. Oh, it's really a muddy one. Wow. Okay. One thing I noticed in the park that I find a little bit weird, you could work on that, it'd be easy. There's no distance on the portage signs. You know, like in Algonquin, they'll tell you this is a 900 meter, this is a 500 meter. There's nothing here. And the map seems to be not necessarily accurate, so yeah, that's that. Oh, it's a technical one. So one thing I brought for nothing is the cart. Lesson learned. This is the first time I brought it. It's really thought for like, oh, you're going to the beach and the parking is far from the boat launch. Okay, it works. Not made to do portages or be using those trails for sure. I kind of knew that. I still wanted to try it. Yeah, no. Lesson learned, people. Lesson learned. Oh, I am soaked. Last portage done. She was muddy. Soak, totally soak. I'm a sponge. I'm Pierre the sponge. There's always a sunshine in your boat, Marty.
Is it my beautiful jacket?
It is.
You know what they say, the sun is always shining.
The sun is, that's really good.
Oh, it is, above those clouds.
The sun is always shining.
There.
I love that. The sun is always shining. Doesn't matter if it's raining over the clouds, it's sunny. So figure out how to get over the clouds. there's a campsite right in front of us with a sandy beach, because there's nothing more fun than the sandy beach in the rain. But the sight of a campsite, it warms you up. All right, shelter is up. It's beautiful. We just did the fire pit. We moved actually the fire pit and made a new one. It looks amazing. We got some bobettes going on. We're drying stuff. It's good. Now next mission I believe is going to be to find dry wood. All right gang, so the trick, if you don't want to have water making a huge dip like this, you attach a small ridge line with a bent, and the water is going to go to the end, and now it's going to go down the tree there. That's the magic of what, a water line? Would you call that a water line, Marty?
I don't know. That's a good move though.
It works. All right guys, she's super cold and super wet. We're getting, I think, the end of an hurricane tail. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. I'm pretty cold right now. That's why I put the puffer on. My castle right there is getting lower and lower. Yeah. That's a smart move. It was supposed to dial down, and I thought, okay, well, there ain't gonna be no rain tonight, so I don't mind being a little bit more exposed. And it's gonna be a cold shot. Dumb me. I should have known better. You never put yourself on an exposed spot like that. Just never. That's like common sense, and I just ignore it for a photo. So now I'm gonna think, how can I rejig or make sure it doesn't sag anymore. Man, it's just really going down. Okay. Next priority, I'm gonna get wet again all over, but we're gonna go chop wood. We find a dead standing tree that's pretty dry. So we're gonna chop wood, try to dry all the kids' clothing, and then warm up big time. And dry myself too. Yeah, that's gonna be the call. But hey, we're in a storm, baby. We're in a storm. brother. Woo! Holy, what we're eating a freaking cow. Alright, baby. Ooh. Have a meal.
Take these babies out.
There we go, people.
Let's get the fire going.
Let's get the fire going now. Julian cook us some amazing steak, two and a half inch thick. No, honestly, it's what, like 2 inch?
2 inch.
2 inch thick, perfectly cooked with some garlic, potatoes, and red wine. Eating under the storm by a beach with friends. It's a perfect recipe. Perfect. So good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julian. Thank you, Marty, for holding the light. Awesome.
All right, guys, I'm in the outdoor therapy castle, which is the lowest tarp shelter I ever made. You can't be claustrophobic with that, but having a low, like a stealth shelter at this point is kind of good with the wind, so it's on the bucket list, man. A shelter on the beach. But the storm is gone now. I must be honest with you guys. The storm is gone. So we enjoy our steak and even the dessert after that. I don't know how we could eat so much, but we did. It was good. It was really good. So now it's time to rest. So good night of sleep. Wish me luck on that. I think the sound of the wave will be a nice lullaby. See you in the morning, guys.
We got sunshine. We got sunshine.
All we have is nothing, sometimes nothing's all you need. When you're stripped of all your armor, you can finally feel the breeze. We're living in the moment. We ain't got pockets full of money, but we're rich in other things. This highway is our living room, we're swimming in the mystery. We're living in the moment. We were born with gold on the inside, gold on the inside. We're alive, we're sipping on sunshine. We wanna taste of this world as the offer. Unafraid, we were made to wander. We will never let it go to waste. No, we're never gonna let it fade. We wanna taste of this world as the offer. When we run out of wine, we'll be sipping on sunshine.
It's good to see the sun back in the game. Yesterday, I got a nickname. Julian gave me a nickname, and I think it's gonna stick. The story is pretty good. So, once we got the fire going in that freaking storm, everyone was now dry, warm, and I was like, okay, time for me to go poo. So I went, but I had my hand lamp on, and the storm calmed down. And Julian just looked up and was like, oh man, that's great. We can see the stars now. That's good. That's a really good sign. And when he was noticing that, I was
jumped on the box with my headlamp on, and he was just like, Marty, I think I can see the moon right now. I see the moon like over in the woods, like just a bit. It's getting up there, you know, that's gonna be great. And Marty's like, dude, this is actually Pierre's headlamp, and he's sitting on the box, you know. So when I got back, Julian looked at me and he's like, "Aw, now your new nickname is Moonlight." Cause I kept seeing your boxers all day, and add the story I just told you. He's like, "Yeah, your name is now Moonlight." That's kind of cool, isn't it? It sounds so poetic, but when you know where it's come from, it's so not. It's so good. And you shouldn't name yourself. Your trail name should come from someone else, from a good story. So it's a nice badge to have a trail name. The story is great.
That was not gracious, but beaver dam. Done. Alright folks, we're getting to the end here. About one click for to the boat launch. In the middle of the lake, there's pretty good waves that we're trying to surf. Wind is there, got a tailwind, it's in our back, so that's perfect. Great momentum for us. I want to say a big thank you to the Colombians, Julian. A big thank you and shout out to Marty, aka Sunshine, from Par Extreme. Daughters of both men were awesome, real troopers. That made just the experience even better. I'm super stoked I got to tarp camp under a storm. It was great. It was a really good one. This circuit, honestly, is really great for beginners. The portages are quite small. There's not a lot of them. You spend most of your time on the lake, and the lakes are pretty fun. Pretty fun to navigate. So, strongly suggest this for a beginner. You can do it in 3 days, or pushing it and do it in 2 if you want to. It's a great circuit on Parc Laverendrye in the Quebec side. So guys, hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss our next videos. Go check out the website, outdoortherapy.com. Subscribe to the mailing list. You'll get a free gear checklist, and you'll get much more too during the following weeks. So just go and get it done, will ya? And I'll see you on the next one.